Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. We've got a bit of golden hour sun today, so I hope that's not too distracting with the shadows. But I really wanted to film this video as soon as possible while I'm still feeling okay, because if you can't tell by my voice, I'm a little bit ill. Obviously I've got my giveaway winner announced at the end of this video. So let's just get on with it, because if you were here just to know how to panel a wall, then you don't want to hear me rambling on. So today's video is how to DIY panel your own wall. You can see in the background, this is the wall that I did. Well, this is some of it, obviously not all of it, but you can get an idea from that. It was really simple, and I thought that a lot of people would be interested to know how you do it. So I thought I would just quickly film little bits and bobs while I was doing it, and then I'm just going to explain now everything that you needed and run you through the process as well. The rails just look like this. This is just what I had left over, literally just a plain bit of MDF. We got already primed ones, as you can see. These ones are already white, so that did mean that we didn't have to buy a wood primer. I would say that that is probably easier, and obviously probably would save you time as well. Next thing we needed to buy was no more nails or anything of the equivalent. I think this is around £5, £5 or £7. This essentially is the glue that you put on the back of the dado rails, and then you literally just stick them onto the wall. So yeah, you need that. I only needed, I think we ended up using 2 of these, maybe 1.5 if you're a bit more conservative with it, but we kind of did just go a bit crazy. And then obviously you need the gun, I don't know the professional term. And then the other thing we needed was the decorator's caulk. So this is, I don't actually know what this is, but it just fills holes basically. And this was literally £1, £2, so I definitely would recommend not missing this step. You can, but I think it made a difference to my wall. I basically just used this to fill in all of the little gaps where the bits of MDF met together, and also use this just along the top. A level. This is really important. Obviously you want the walls to be level. As we stuck them on, I just used this to check that they were straight, and then I also used this to draw to sketch the rectangles onto the wall. A longer one would probably be easier, so you can just draw one straight line. This one was fine. The thing that you will need is a pot of paint. This is the one we used, if you're wondering. It is Egyptian cotton matte Dulux. I think these are about £15. I'm not entirely sure, I might be wrong. You can get paint for a variety of prices, so obviously whichever fits into your budget. But this is what we went for. And then obviously you will need the paint accessories. You'll need a saw and a meta block, because you need to cut the dado rails at a 45-degree angle. My stepdad actually did cut these for me. If you work out all the measurements, I believe B&Q can cut them. I'm not 100% sure, so you could maybe pay B&Q to do it rather than cutting them yourselves. Everything I used, I'm pretty sure. And now I'm just going to talk you through the process and show you the clips of me going through it. So this is what the before looked like, and then this is what we transformed it into. The first step was to measure the wall. So this is my lovely drawing of the wall, and I want to do 1 down the middle, and then I think I'm going to do 3. So basically I've drawn them out. My wall is 232 centimeters or 0.1 centimeters high and 249.6 centimeters long. So I've basically done a 15 centimeter gap in between. That's very accurate drawing. 15 centimeter gap in between each panel, and the same down here obviously, because otherwise it won't be even. And then I've basically done 15 times 4 to work out how much space is there, which is 60, and then 60 take away the total length of the wall. Here's my I'm just showing this because I find I've watched a few videos on the paneling, and they don't really explain the mathematics behind it, and it can be quite confusing, I've found anyway. So I've done the 60 take away the width of the wall, and that is giving me 189.6. I've then done 189.6 divided by 3, because that's how many panels I want, and that has given me 63.2. So it should work out that the width of each one is 63.2, and then obviously these will be the same. I need to decide where the dado rail is going to go on the wall, and then that will enable me to figure out the size of these two. So I literally just stood against my wall and measured where my hips came up to, and it was about 88 centimeters, I believe. And then after that I did Google it, and it said a traditional sort of dado rail is normally between 90 to 100 centimeters. And then from that line that I drew across the wall, I've then just measured 15 and 15 from each end, and then I've just connected the lines basically. So that has given me the lengths, which is, by the way, if you're wondering, 113 centimeters long, these ones, and this one is 57.1 centimeters long. So after I did all that working out, I then went ahead and drew it onto the wall in full scale. I found this really helpful. I literally drew every single line. I found it so helpful because then when it came to gluing it on, it was literally just a stick and push. After I drew everything on the wall, that is when you would then cut your MDF down into the right sizes. Once they're all cut down to size, I put them into piles of what sizes, because obviously all the widths were the same and all the lengths were different. So I put them all into the piles, picked one up from a pile, put the glue on it, as you'll see in the clip that I'm going to show you now, put the glue on it, stuck it on the wall, made sure it was level, adjusted it to make sure. Once it was level, I held it for a couple of minutes, and then that was it. It was stuck on, and I just followed that process the whole way around the wall until all of the dado rails were stuck on. Once they were all stuck on and it dried, I went ahead and did the caulk, so that was around all the gaps and around all the tops and all the edges. Done like this, and I just, oh, see, one-handed is a fail. Just run it across there like that. Normally a bit better than that. Then, this was my dad's tip. I just take a rubber glove. I think any sort of latex glove will work. And I just dip my finger in some water. And then I just run my finger along there. And it just fills the hole. So obviously I haven't done that one very well. It was a bit hard to do with one hand. Once that had dried, I went ahead and I did my first coat of paint over the dado rails themselves, and then I did actually end up having to do 2 coats of paint because it did paint over the caulk a little bit weird, but the second coat sorted that out. You wouldn't be able to tell anymore. That is literally it. It is that simple. You cut, you glue, you stick. Like, it is really pretty simple. That is how you panel your wall. I hope you enjoy. If you try it yourself, let me know and send me some pictures. I would love to see. I hope you like the style that we did. And I hope you enjoyed this video and actually found it beneficial. I know that I watched loads of these videos before I actually did it myself, so I hope I've explained it well enough. It is considerably darker now, apologies for that. The sun has completely gone in now because I have spent the last half an hour inputting everyone that entered my giveaway into the random spinning wheel. I'm gonna spin it now on camera so that you guys can see who wins. I'm a little bit nervous, I don't know why. Right, click to spin. You ready? I don't know if you can really see the names, but it'll pop up big at the end, the winner. Who's it gonna be? Laura Speno! Congratulations, Laura. Thank you for entering my giveaway. I will DM you to get your postal details, and I hope you love the product as much as I do. If you want to see more giveaways, bigger and better ones, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because every milestone I hit, I will definitely give something back to you guys. I really love doing it, and it was really fun to do, and it makes me happy to give back to people. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was beneficial for you guys, and I will see you again next week. Stay safe. Bye.